Chanel once said, "In order to be irreplaceable, one must always be different." As individuals, we have the rights to express ourselves in different ways. However, that freedom can be taken away when students are forced to wear uniforms. As a student who came from a uniform-wearing high school, I understand the annoyance of not being able to wear what you desire. Uniforms restrict students from expressing themselves and does not prepare them for their future in the real world. It is easy to say students should wear uniforms in order for everyone to blend together, but the negatives far outweigh the positives. Lately, more and more schools have been requiring students to wear uniforms. Lauren Lipton said in her article in the Wall Street Journal that for the past few years, the number of public schools with uniform policies has grown to about 15% per year. This is an unnecessary requirement, and it needs to be discouraged. Choosing what to wear allows students to find an outlet. Adolescence is a time when everyone finds themselves. This sounds cliche, but it is true. Middle school and high school can be very tough for first-year students. Not only is everyone going through hormonal changes and mood swings, but basic friend groups are also established. Often you are seen as popular, a loser, or just a loner. While students try to discover where they belong, choosing their outfits also allows them to discover more about themselves. Outfits may seem like something unimportant, but that it does make a difference. When everyone looks the same, it's difficult to understand yourself and those around you. Another reason that students should be able to wear what they want is that it allows everyone to see the individuality of the person. So much can be expressed through an outfit. So many personality traits can come out of it. When students wear uniforms, everyone is the same. Rather than exploring how each person is different, schools like to mash everyone together into one. Instead of pressing students to be the same, we should encourage them to be themselves, to be different. So much worth can come from not following the crowd. Jamie Feldman, a student who did not wear uniforms, stated in her article in the Huffington Post that clothing allowed us to be inspired by one another, to understand and even admire each other. Students should not feel like they have to look like everyone else. When students wear what they want, it also makes it easier for them to understand each other. You can tell a person's personality by what they wear. Annette Van Art from Northwest University said in her article, "The clothes that people wear and their modes of dress are important clues in acquiring specific cues about the wearers." Students will be able to comprehend each other's uniqueness more clearly without uniforms. Uniforms not only restrain students from expressing themselves, but it also hinders them from learning how to dress for their futures. Whenever they are in the work field, they need to be prepared how to dress in their own clothes. Whether it be for an interview, a business dinner, or for day-to-day meetings, no one is going to tell you what to wear every day. It is important to have the skill of choosing an outfit that represents yourself well. If students are continually wearing uniforms, they will not be able to pick out outfits when it actually matters. It is vital for the workforce, and therefore students should be able to choose early on what they think is appropriate. They can learn from their wardrobe mistakes in middle school and high school, and then they will be ready for later on in life. Cost is another reason that uniforms should be mandatory for students. I wore uniforms from the time I was in 8th grade and throughout high school. Many schools approve of uniforms because they make everyone on the same playing field, rich or poor. However, what most people do not realize is that uniforms are very expensive. Shirts were at least $30, and the pants and skirts were around $50. If schools are very picky, and specific shoes are to be worn as well, those are usually around $70. Winnie Hugh posted in the New York Times about a school in Elizabeth, New Jersey, and shared, "Here in Elizabeth, district officials said that most of the students could not afford to buy the uniforms. Not only must students pay for their uniforms, but they also have to then pay for their out-of-school wardrobe. Therefore, they are spending double the money that they need to on clothing. They will need 2 different wardrobes for school and normal life. The cost of uniforms outweighs the advantage of hiding who is rich and who is poor. Not only do uniforms usually restrict clothing, but outer appearance in general. At my high school, we were told what to wear, but the uniform went way past that. Girls were only allowed to have 2 piercings in their ears, no crazy haircuts or colors, and no tattoos. The same was true for boys, in addition to not being able to have facial hair or hair long enough to touch their head. When uniforms are implemented into a dress code, it exceeds far more than clothing. Uniforms are also a distraction from school and what is important. It is so easy to get caught up in what is acceptable to wear that students worry about that rather than school. Uniforms are an extra burden that is unnecessary. I remember in high school almost being late on multiple occasions because I was trying to find something acceptable to wear. One day, one of my friends got in trouble because she couldn't find the correct shoes to wear, so instead she wore a pair of her own. She got detention because she did not want to take an absence or be late. Emma Jacobs posted in an article in The Guardian about uniforms being a distraction, and she stated, "Teachers spend time and energy policing uniform when they could presumably be teaching us." There are many reasons that schools choose to implement school uniforms into the dress code. It's sad that they do not realize the negative consequences that come for the students. As someone who used to wear uniforms, I see the trouble that they cause. They are far more of a hassle than the school boards realize. Not only do they limit the uniqueness and freedom of expression, but they also cause stress and are very costly. The disadvantages far outweigh the benefits. Uniforms need to be removed from schooling systems so that students can spend their energy on more important matters.